I would never stop like I'm running from the cops.
Hi guys, what's going on? Willie here. Today I want to make a video to address some of the big questions that a lot of you guys have asked me about what has happened between 3 years ago and now.
I'm a big boy now, but I'm still not grown, and I'm still...
If you guys don't know, if you weren't there, yesterday I did my first live stream on August 13th, 2022. And it was my first stream in about 3 years or so, and before that, like, that was my first YouTube video. I uploaded a YouTube video on Sunday. It was my first YouTube video in about 3.5 years. And so with all that being said, there's been a lot of stuff that has changed between when you guys saw that long-haired college Willie and obviously looking at me now, I'm a little bit different. So I kind of want to fill you guys in. Long story short, last time you guys saw me, I was out in Oklahoma. I was living with RTO. We were kind of like living in a stream house, and essentially there were a lot of things that I had going on in the background. Number one, I wanted to be a streamer. Number two, I wanted to start a business with RTO in which we would essentially brand ourselves and other streamers that were comparable size, and we were all going to make like a profit sharing plan. And then the third thing we had going on was a separate business that I was running, where I was essentially helping streamers that were smaller than me grow and develop their content, because I had developed a pretty large network of graphic designers and editors and YouTubers. And so I essentially was helping streamers that were smaller than me grow their streams pretty quickly, because I was always a streamer that grew very fast. And so I'd like to think that a lot of the things that I did were very strategic and could be carried over. So that was the business that I ran. So essentially what happened in Oklahoma, RTO came into some money and left me in the dust with that company we were trying to start. So that company fell through. With regards to the other big prong that I wanted to become a streamer. I lost passion for the game, and honestly, I was more intrigued at that point in life and trying to figure out what I wanted to do with life, not necessarily how to get better at a game that I had already beaten. So honestly, motivation for the game had just fallen to an all-time low for me. And then number three, I was making a lot of money from my business that I was personally running, because quite frankly, I wasn't taking advantage of people like some other people were doing to me. And so what I did was I eventually sold that company to some fellow colleagues that worked alongside me, because we were all making a bunch of money. And then I used that money to come back home, and I went back to school. So a lot of you guys were asking me, did I end up finishing Vanderbilt University? Yeah, I went back to Vanderbilt, and we graduated this last December with a degree in economics and minor in business. After I sold my company, when I came back home from Oklahoma, I essentially worked at Bed Bath & Beyond for about the span of a year to a year and a half while I was working in school. So I was working full-time and I was a full-time student. I switched to insurance after Bed Bath & Beyond. So my last year where I was in school, I was working insurance. And then I graduated, and now I work at an investment bank. That is kind of, in a nutshell, my story. In terms of League of Legends, what's happened between then and now? Have I been playing? Yes, I've been playing off-stream probably in total 300 to 400 games in the past 3 to 4 years or whatever. I'm not as good as the game as I used to be, just flat out. I am working on it, and now that I'm streaming, I am taking the game seriously again and trying to climb. But I'm honestly just like a low masters D1 player now. Where's my red Ferrari flag? It's in my closet. Unfortunately, it just doesn't really, there's not a good spot to hang it behind me, and if there was, it wouldn't look good with everything else going on in here. There's decorations that look good in a college dorm room, and then there's decorations that look good in normal settings. Why did I cut my hair? That's another one I got a lot. I cut my hair because I was tired of having hair in my eyes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to catch me live at twitch.tv/WillieP if you want to ask me any questions one-on-one.
Dang! Call me so I can make it juicy for ya.